Fallout 4, a video game set in the post-apocalyptic world destroyed by nuclear warfare. Many regard this game as being one of the weaker installments in the series. Others call it revolutionary. Whichever side of the spectrum you may lay on, none can deny the possible dark secrets hidden deep within the game. One secret connected to one of the most inanimate objects found in the game's world.
The Mannequins of Fallout 4 can be found pretty much everywhere in the Commonwealth. In buildings, rafts floating on the rivers, sewers, or even underwater. In most cases, the creepy-looking things will be standing in groups without clothes on. However, sometimes they can be found in ways mannequins probably shouldn't be found.
Exhibit A. Located in the town of Concord, the very first city the player can enter, a building titled Concord Speakeasy can be found. Upon entering, the player will end up in what appears to be an abandoned bar.
Walking upstairs reveals an apartment. In the bedroom, there's a broken bed with a couple skeletons sleeping on it. A bathroom door is close by. When said door is opened, a rather unsettling image can be found. 3 mannequins can be seen surrounding a bathtub with a decapitated skeleton sitting inside.
While this already seems pretty strange, it only gets stranger. In the hands of each of the mannequins are machetes, although one is holding a plunger. Could someone have entered this room 100 years ago and made this particular scene? Or could something else be the cause?
It is rumored that Fallout 4's mannequins are not mannequins at all. Instead, they are sentient life forms, whose only purposes in life are to kill. What kind of life forms? Discarded Institute synths.
The main antagonist in Fallout 4 is an underground science lab known as the Institute. They strive to bring the world back to the way it used to be through the use of science. One method of doing this is to send robotic people, or synths, to the surface to kill anything out of the ordinary.
But what happens to the synths that aren't eventually killed or recharged? They die, of course, but not entirely. Instead, they simply become empty shells possessed by the evil synthetic brains they once had.
Before we move further, we should explain the different types of synths that exist in the Fallout universe. There are 3 generations of synths. Gen 1 synths are a skeletal-like appearance. Gen 2 synths look suspiciously too close to the infamous mannequins. We'll touch on that a little later on. Gen 3 synths particularly blend into society as they appear no different than humans. Essentially, the Gen 2 synths are the mannequins we see all over the Commonwealth.
Exhibit B. There are many more areas where the synths can be found. The most well-known mannequin sighting comes from off the coast of Far Harbor. There is a sunken ship deep below the water that you can swim down to. As you explore the outside of the ship, you can look into the windows. You'll be shocked to see that the mannequins peer out of them and stare back at you.
As you explore the inside of the ship, you'll see tons of mannequins standing around the ship. Reaching the control room, you'll find a mannequin standing still and holding a board, and a skeleton laying next to it. A note can be found in the same room, written by the captain. It explains that the mannequins are scaring the crew. The men as well were starting to hear noises from the cargo. Could they have taken the ship over?
To top it all off, a cargo crate can be found very close by the same ship. Inside is a lone coffin with a mannequin laying inside. The desert outside of the town of Bradburton is where the next location can be found. Inside a motel on the 2nd floor, a room containing 3 mannequins wearing glasses and fedoras can be seen surrounding a skeleton laying on a bed. One is holding duct tape and the other a clipboard. Strangely, a monkey toy is looming over the bed. Blood covers the bed, yet no weapon can be found to show how they died.
There are many more mannequins that can be found in the map. In a Pulowski preservation shelter, a mannequin could be found standing. In a separate shipping crate in the dock near the ship mentioned earlier, mannequins can be found laying all around. Just explore on your own and you'll run into something eventually.
But what's the point of all of these mannequins wreaking havoc throughout the Fallout map? Could there be an in-universe explanation behind these odd occurrences? Why can they be found so often in such strange places like the middle of the road or hidden in dark corners?
In reality, these mannequins are most likely placed there as a joke from Bethesda. Bethesda does have a tendency of keeping running jokes within their games. For example, in Fallout 3, there are many scenarios that have to do with sweet rolls, most famously being Butch and his situation.
It can even be humorous to find these mannequins in such strange areas and situations. On the other end, many of them can be very creepy to run into, especially if you're not looking for them, which is often.
Who knows? Maybe in the world of nuclear abominations, there is space for killer inanimate people that are out for the blood of us real people.
Maybe. Stay curious.
Join us again next time when we once again go obscure.